Human resources. Human resources, or the people of a country, are its greatest resource. All other resources of nature are important only if they are useful to human beings. It is the people who convert them into a resource by means of their knowledge, skill, and ability. Thus, the real resource of a country are its people. Educated, healthy, and motivated people are the most productive resource in the development of a country. Distribution of population around the world. The distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. Some areas are very crowded and some are sparsely populated. More than 90% of the world's population lives in about 10% of the land surface. Population density. Population density is the measurement of number of people living in an area. Population density is calculated by dividing the number of people by area and is usually shown as the number of people per square kilometer. The average density of population in the whole world is 45 persons per square kilometer. South Central Asia has the largest density of population, followed by East and Southeast Asia. As per the provisional population totals of Census 2011, the population density of India has gone up to 382 persons per square kilometer from 325 persons per square kilometer in 2001. World Population Density 2015. Population distribution in India. Indian population has an uneven distribution. While some areas like urban areas, industrial areas, and agricultural areas are thickly populated, arid regions, desert regions, and mountain regions are sparsely populated. Observe the population density in various parts of India in the following map. Factors affecting distribution of population. Physical factors. Relief. Plain areas have a high density of population. Mountainous regions have low density. Natural vegetation. Regions having thick vegetation cover are inaccessible and unsuitable for cultivation. Climate. Regions having equable and moderate climate are always more densely populated than places with extreme climatic conditions. Water bodies. Ancient civilization of the world came up near the water bodies. Deserts are scantily populated. Soil. Regions having fertile soil, such as the coastal plains and northern fertile plains, have a higher population. Economic and social factors. Mineral resources. Areas rich in mineral resources attract denser population. Industries. The density of population is very high around industrial regions because industries offer great employment opportunities and attract people from far-off places too. Transport facilities. Plains and coastal regions are densely populated as they have a good network of road and transport, which encourages more economic activities. Urbanization. The highly urbanized areas have very high population densities as compared to the rest of the country. Stable government. Peaceful countries having stable governments have denser population. population change. Population change means the change in the number of people living in a territory during a specific period. Population change is caused by the following factors: A. Birth rate, B. Death rate, C. Migration. Birth rate and death rate. Births and deaths are the natural causes of population change. The difference between the birth rate and the death rate of a country is called the natural growth rate. Advancement in the field of science, technology, and healthcare improved the quality of life of the people and has increased life expectancy. An increase in birth rate and a fall in the death rate leads to an increase in growth rate. Life expectancy. Life expectancy is a statistical measure of average number of years a person born in a given country would live. Life expectancy of a country is based on the nutrition intake, standard of living, and the health conditions of the people. Population explosion. World population has been growing at a very rapid rate. By 1820, the world's population reached 1 billion. In the early 1970s, the world's population reached 3 billion. In 1999, less than 30 years later, the population of the world doubled to 6 billion. This boom in population is known as population explosion. Migration. Migration means movement of people from one place to another. Migration changes the size of the population of an area. People may move within a country or between countries. People generally migrate from less developed countries to more developed countries in search of better employment opportunities. Population composition. Population composition or structure tells us about the age, sex, literacy, and occupation of the population. Population pyramid. The population pyramid, also called an age-sex pyramid, helps us to study the population composition of a country. Importance of population pyramid. By studying the population pyramid of a country, we can get an idea about the population pressures on the resources of the country. It helps the government to plan welfare programs for different age groups. Sex ratio. The ratio between the number of males and females is called sex ratio. It is represented as number of females per 1,000 males. The world sex ratio is 984 females per 1,000 males, whereas for India it is 940 females per 1,000 males, the 2011 census. Literacy rates in India. Literacy means the ability to read and write with some level of understanding. While developed countries like USA and UK show a high literacy rate, developing countries have a low literacy rate. According to 2011 census, literacy rate in India was 74.04%. Literacy rate among males was 82.14% and among females was 65.46%. Changed demographics of India. India is passing through demographic transition. Look at the following figures. Almost 40% of Indians are younger than 15 years of age. Over 50% of its population is below the age of 25. Over 65% of its population is below the age of 35.